Let's get to the COVID tracker now. India has registered 53,256 new cases in 24 hours itself. Let's take a look at the top 5 states that have registered maximum amount of cases. Let's bring that on your screens. I'm requesting producers to do that. All right, let's start off with Kerala first. It's the highest, 11,647. And that gets followed by Maharashtra. That stands at 9,361. That gets followed by Tamil Nadu, which is at 7,817. Tamil Nadu gets followed by Karnataka at 4,517. And finally, Andhra Pradesh at 5,646. All these figures are the daily new cases figures data as of today, which is 21st of June. And the data has been compiled by the Data Intelligence Unit of India today. As the cases are continuing to dip, more restrictions have been lifted in the national capital in Delhi. Delhi Disaster Management Authority has issued a notification on Sunday allowing restaurants to now be open with 50% capacity from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can go and have your meals there. But between these times, bars and lounges are going to be open, 50% capacity from noon to 10 p.m. In this phase of unlock, parks, gardens, golf clubs have been reopened, much to the delight of the ones who love to work out and love to play golf. However, schools, colleges and other educational institutions are going to continue to remain shut. Gyms, theatres, swimming pools, stadiums will also remain shut. Social, religious, political gatherings are still prohibited.
The fourth phase of unlock in Delhi has begun from today morning, and as you can see, the traffic is back on Delhi roads as private offices open with 50% occupancy and government offices have 100% attendance for Group A staff, while the rest of the staff is on 50% work from home. In markets, pubs, restaurants, bars, everything is open. However, gyms still remain closed, banquet halls still remain closed, and there is a restriction on the number of people who can attend weddings as well. Only 20 people will be allowed. Malls have opened, but cinema halls remain closed. Parks have finally opened for public to go and sit in the gardens. The fourth phase of unlock is here, but the government has still warned that if proper COVID protocols are not maintained, the third phase is not far behind. In New Delhi, with cameraman Pavan, this is Anisha Mathur for India Today.
So let's now get you what is allowed and what is not if you live in the national capital as Delhi unlocks. Let's bring that on your screens. What's allowed? Bars and lounges, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can go to a bar, you can go to a lounge, but between this time with 50% capacity. What else is allowed? You can go to a market and mall from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Restaurants are allowed, again with 50% seating capacity, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can go have a dinner at a restaurant. Wedding at home is allowed. 20 guests only, you can do a wedding at home. Metros and buses have started plying, but again with 50% capacity, and that's what's allowed. Autos and taxis too, with just 2 passengers in. Private offices, again, allowed to be open, but again, with 50% capacity. Parks and gardens, that's the good news, is open. You can go for a jog, you can go for a morning walk, so you can go to the parks, you can go to the gardens. Finally, Delhi can do all of this because the numbers are decreasing. But make sure, no, you do not let your guard down. As we showed you earlier as well, the active cases in the country are still quite high. One can't reiterate, just do not let your guard down as Delhi is unlocking. Mask, social distancing, vaccination, that's the way forward to avoid the third wave as well. That's what all the experts, but what all the doctors are saying. Let's get you what is not allowed now. This is very important. School, let's bring that on your screens. What's not allowed? Schools and colleges cannot be open at the moment. Social gatherings, political gatherings, sports, religious gatherings, not allowed here in the national capital. Swimming pools, stadiums, they're going to remain shut, but the parks are going to be open, as we said earlier. Entertainment parks, water parks, they're all going to be shut. Movie theatres, they're not going to be allowed. Multiplexes, not going to be allowed. Banquet halls, auditoriums, they will also remain shut. What is also going to remain shut is spas, gyms and yoga centers, but those open areas like parks and gardens are open, so you can go work out over there. So this is for you to understand what is allowed in Delhi and what is not allowed in Delhi. India's next phase of vaccination policy kicks off with the centre taking full control of India's vaccination drive from states. Home Minister Amit Shah is in Ahmedabad to personally review the preparations under the new phase of vaccination program. Centre is now going to be providing free vaccines to everybody who is above the age of 18. People above 18 will be allowed to get the jabs at the vaccination centres without a prior registration on the CoWIN app. Pre-registration is no longer mandatory as all the government and private vaccination centre would provide on-site registration. Centre government has also capped the vaccine prices across the country. Private hospitals are allowed to charge up to a maximum of 150 rupees per dose.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय लिया था कि 21 जून से आज से पूरे देश भर में 18 और उससे ऊपर के आयु वर्ग के सभी लोगों को केंद्र सरकार की ओर से निःशुल्क टीका लगाया जाएगा।
Let's also now listen in to what Prime Minister Modi had said on free vaccination.
2 सप्ताह बाद 21 जून को ही अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस भी है। 21 जून सोमवार से देश के हर राज्य में 18 वर्ष से ऊपर की उम्र के सभी नागरिकों के लिए भारत सरकार राज्यों को मुफ्त वैक्सीन मुहैया कराएगी।
Meanwhile, vaccine for all policy yet to be implemented in West Bengal. Unlike other parts of the country, the Bengal government has said that they are yet to get more vaccine doses. India Today's Prema Rajaram tells you more.
The vaccine for all policy has not yet begun in state-run SSKM hospital. We are here and we are asking people around. What we know is that the West Bengal government has said that they do not have enough doses for the vaccine for all policy to be implemented, and right now it is only vaccination for those frontline workers, healthcare workers and bus drivers, hawkers and those who are eligible at this point in time, because there are not enough doses, and they've written to the centre, the state government about this. As far as people here are concerned, they had to register today and come. I'm going to ask a few people here. आज आप आए हैं वैक्सीन लेने या आप कल लिए थे, लेकिन आज आपके घर से कोई आया है वैक्सीन लेने, उनको रजिस्टर करना पड़ा?
जी, रजिस्टर के बाद ही मिला हम करे थे।
What we are hearing is that everybody had to register and come today. They registered on the CoWIN app, came into the hospital premises and had to register again as per the rules and regulations over here. But that is what people are saying, that as far as the vaccine for all policy is concerned, they have no knowledge about it, and they're hoping that in the days to come that this would be more streamlined. With camera person Shyam Sundar Ghosh, Prema Rajaman, Kolkata for India Today.